Over 12,000 brave firefighters coming out to battle Southern California's worst wildfires. Air operations, helicopters are dropping fire retardant over the wildfire in an attempt to contain the blaze. Let's head over to Santa Monica, where we find Fox Weather meteorologist Marissa Torres. Marissa, good morning. What's the latest out there at the start of the day today?
So we're approaching, well, did we hit 6 o'clock Pacific time? I think we did. So it's 6:08. So it's an important time, Jane, because this is when that curfew is lifted. We have a curfew that begins at 6 p.m., goes through the overnight into the morning, and that's when these areas are restricted. So from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m., what you're going to start to find at barricades like I'm at now, like we're beginning to see, people coming in and checking with police and the National Guard to see if they can get into their town or into their neighborhood, I should say. So we're in Santa Monica. I have San Vicente Boulevard behind the camera. This is 7th Street, takes you into Santa Monica. You head further off to the west and you'll head eventually into the Palisades, which we know was devastated by the Palisades fire. The National Guard, they were brought in Thursday, some of them on Friday, and I was told they've been doing these 20-hour shifts. Looks like now they're going to shift to 12-hour shifts, but it's been long days for so many. You mentioned the firefighters. I want to add, we have so many boots on the ground, so many aircrafts that are fighting these fires. Found out firefighters and support from Canada, Mexico has been brought in. The country, Mexico, not New Mexico. And then in terms of states, we have Oregon and Washington that have also contributed some of their firefighters as well. Let's talk about that last flare-up we had, because we do have video from the front lines, that significant flare-up early Saturday morning. This flare-up is what prompted the expansion of some of those evacuations into Brentwood, into Encino, as well as into Mandeville Canyon. It's critical to point out these are populated areas full of neighborhoods and homes that are all tightly packed together. And you go a little bit higher and through the Santa Monica Mountains into Mandeville Canyon, you lose reception, so you don't have great communication. So we were trying to show those looks yesterday live, but the best we could do was get in there, take video, and send it back. But you're nestled into the mountains is my point. And so that is where we were watching those flames actively burn and spread. In fact, yesterday during one of our live shots out of Mountain Gate, Cal Fire, one of the firefighters came by and said, hey guys, it could get uncomfortable quick, have a plan to go. So that was the intensity of the situation. Fortunately so, fire officials coming on saying because of the proper and incredible brush clearance that firefighters were able to do and the air support, the video that you've been seeing, all of these efforts, every one of them so critical to preventing the spread of this fire. We do know the Palisades fire is still burning in through the Santa Monica Mountains. We'll get an update from fire officials and from Cal Fire coming up at 8 o'clock local. That'll be 11 a.m. Eastern time, so we'll see in terms of acreage and containment.